Hi, I'm Mike Simon, and I'm presently a professor of orthopedic surgery at the University of Chicago. My relationship to the AOA is long-standing, over 40 years. I was an ABC Traveling Fellow in 1983 and a president in 2001. I was part of the academic leadership group when the AOS merged with the AOA. I am presently the historian of the AOA. Now, Howard Hatcher, or C. Howard Hatcher, was the first surgical resident under Dallas Femister, who was the first chair of the medical school at the University of Chicago in 1931. Hatcher, a naturally modest and shy man, always lived under Femister's shadow. Hatcher became a chief of orthopedic surgery and educated just 21 residents between 1935 and 1960. Of the 16 of the 31 professors became professors and 10 became chairmen. Some of these may be familiar to you, but they are 2 generations ahead of me. One is John Fahey, who was a professor at Northwestern, and he initiated North American Traveling Fellowship. Next was John Siegling. He was the inaugural chair at South Carolina. Following him was Sam Banks, who also was a professor at Northwestern. And the last pre-war trainee he had was Crawford Campbell, who became chair at Albany and then a professor at Massachusetts General Hospital. Following the World War II, Michael Bumfield became a professor at the University of Iowa. Mary Sherman, who some of you may have heard of, became the professor at Tulane and was the first woman admitted to the AOA. Then Jim Miles was the inaugural chair of Colorado. Eugene Mendel was the inaugural chair at Buffalo. Tom Brower became the inaugural chair at Kentucky. Bill Enneking, or William Enneking, became the inaugural chair at Florida. Wayne Atkinson was the inaugural chair at the University of San Diego. And in 1960, Hatcher himself became the inaugural chair at Stanford, the new medical school. I am championing Hatcher as a pillar in the AOA as pedagogical grandson on behalf of those who previously mentioned above. I'm sure that if such an award was available 50 years ago, these residents would be supportive, just as they were when they bought him a car in the 1950s because he could not afford it. 5 of the Hatcher residents also contribute to his legacy by starting a traveling fellowship. This fellowship originally was sponsored by the AOA, but now is under the auspices of the Musculoskeletal Tumor Society. Likewise, these 5 residents were 5 of the 17 founders of the Musculoskeletal Tumor Society. I would like for all of you who hear a couple of his quotes. First is one that's embedded in my brain and many people after me. It is, you train dogs and educate humans. And the second short snippet is, nothing is so bad that you can't make it worse. By championing Hatcher, I hope to improve the recognition of this no-name, no-fame orthopedic surgeon whose impact on graduate medical education and academic leadership is not widely known.